Hi grade 8s. The goal of today is to tackle our first 2 pages of our workbook. That is our characteristics of living things. Now characteristics are a way to describe something. And we're taking a look at 5 different characteristics or things that all living things do. Now our first one, I'll get you to actually follow along on here. The first one right here is about how all living things create waste. All living things must have a way to get rid of substances they no longer need. This includes gases, liquids, and solids. Now, it's not just our food wastes that come out of our body at the end of eating our food. These wastes also include the gases we exhale, the sweat that would leave your body, anything an animal or plant does that is a way to get rid of something that they don't need anymore. That is one thing that all living things do. 2 things. Our second one down here is talking about environment. All living things must live in surroundings that can support their basic needs. It's getting colder out. If you were to go stand outside on our coldest day of the year, you would need a jacket, you would need boots, you would need a hat. And even with all of that stuff, it's not an environment that you could live in. All living things must live in a place where their basic needs can be met. The same way that if you were to end up stranded in a desert, it would be too hot for you to live there for a long amount of time. All right, our third point, energy. All living things must have a way to get nutrition. Nutrition is what provides organisms the energy to grow and live. They need to eat something in order to have the energy to move around, find a mate, protect themselves from predators, anything like that. They need energy to do so. We have 2 more now. Reproduction. All living things must have structures that enable them to produce more of their kind. And lastly, growth. All living things must be able to grow and mature from a baby or seed to an adult. That is the point of life, is to grow. So our characteristics, remember, are waste, environment, energy, reproduction, and growth. All living things need or do those things. Whether you are the smallest single-celled organism or the largest blue whale in the ocean, they all do those 5 things in one shape or another. Now the rest of these 2 pages here for our day, we're asking you a little bit more about the characteristics. The bottom part, number 2, is asking us to look at humans and characteristics of living things, and to finish these sentences. Humans get energy by eating food. Now your answer can be a little bit different on these. There's not necessarily one answer, but I want you to use your brains and think a little bit. And our last one, functions and structures. Now, it gives you the function and the organism, meaning the function is what the animal or thing would need to do. The organism is what plant or animal are you talking about. Structure is what adaptation or thing does the plant or animal have that allows it to do this. So let's look at the first 2 together. Human needs to get energy, and the structure that lets us do that is, if you think about even basic, it's your teeth in your mouth, your stomach, and your intestines. It's your digestive system. Let's take a look at another one. A dandelion is trying to also get energy. Now, they don't chew their food like we do. They use their roots to take up nutrients from the soil. They use their stems to take it up to their leaves, which then use that with combining with the energy from the sun to create simple sugars. So I want you to take a look for the rest of your day. The goal will be to finish that sheet right there. It's to try and figure out the structure or how these organisms are able to do that function. All right, we'll continue on tomorrow. Keep up the good work, everyone, and I hope I can see you all very, very soon.